Hello student, welcome all of you. This is lecture for B.Sc.TY student and paper is numerical analysis. So paper is a numerical analysis, semester 6, and our today's topic is differences. So in the last lecture we have already discussed about what is meant by independent variable, dependent variable, value of the dependent variable which is manipulated by dependent variable. So if dependent variable changes, then automatically the corresponding independent variable should be changed. So dependent variable is called as argument and independent variable is called as entry. So we will discuss about the tables, and that's tables called finite differences table of finite differences. Okay, table of finite differences. So suppose f of x be the any function. Anyway, this is argument, this is the entry of that function. So this argument I indicated by x, and this is the entry which we denoted by yx is equal to f of x, because y is given in terms of x. So I write here yx. So if there is a point, that is if we put x is equal to a, then we get the corresponding value f of a. If you put here a plus h, next element, so we get the value of a plus h. If you put the a plus 2h, so next element we get f of a plus 2h. If you put a plus 3h, then we get f of a plus 3h. Now we discuss first difference. See here, first difference. Okay, what is meant by first difference? And first difference is denoted by delta f of x, and we defined it as difference between these two number, and we indicate it by delta of f of a. So delta of f of a is nothing but f of a plus h minus f of a. So this a element increase by h, then difference between them, see here, this is the a and this is the a plus h. That means the value of x is increasing by h from a. A is the initial number, next is a plus h. If x is equal to a, we get corresponding element f of a, and when x is equal to a plus h, we get element f of a plus h. So there is some increment, there is some difference. We can easily calculate a plus h minus a, and then we get h. But in this case, that means the numbers about entries, we can find the difference f of a plus h minus f of a, and we denoted it by delta f of a. That means increment is f of a. Next difference is delta f of a plus h. Next difference is delta f of a plus 2h, and if there is one more element a plus 4h, so we get corresponding entry is f of a plus 4h, and difference between them is delta f of a plus 3h. So in this way we can find difference. So this is the first difference. Now we discuss about the second difference. Second difference. What is the second difference? So second difference means again difference between this. No, not this. This and this. We redefined as delta square f of a. This difference between this is delta square f of a plus h. Difference between this delta cube f of a plus 2h. Next is third difference. Okay. So next we can define third difference, fourth difference, fifth difference, and so many differences we can define. So student, you have to remember which things. So what is the first difference? Delta f of a. So delta f of a nothing but it is difference between f of a plus h minus f of a. Isn't it? Next is what is the delta f of a plus h. So delta of f of a plus h is nothing but f of a plus 2h minus f of a plus h. So we are increasing this term by h and then after subtract this original term. So there is delta f of a plus h. So f of a plus h, increase this h again by h, we get f of a plus 2h, and after subtract this by f of a minus h. So similarly, we can find delta f of a plus 2h, and delta f of a plus 2h means f of a plus 3h minus f of a plus 2h. So this is the difference, delta f of a plus h. So in this way we can define nth difference, that is delta of f of a plus nh, and what will be this? F of a plus n plus 1h. Increase this n again by n plus 1. So again n plus 1, and subtract the original term, that is f of a plus nh. Isn't it? So these are differences. I think you understand this very well. So in next lecture we will discuss about the second differences, then third differences, and nth differences, and some problems. Thank you.